he's not so full-time esports like me. He also has a real job, which means he can't actually cast in the daytime. But he will be back tomorrow with me because we will be broadcasting the Go for LOL EU West global final, monthly final. Some good teams in that one, absolute legends. The old Mouse team, to name but a few. The actual teams actually skip my mind. But you can find the schedule over at beta.esl.tv. Don't forget, you can also follow the Twitch channel here, the ESL TV_Studio1 Twitch channel, because that is where we do all the League of Legends stuff. So if you follow that, chances are you're going to be alerted when you get League of Legends. And also, I write on Twitter, and there is Shyvana again, insta-locking for IGB, insta-locked in Shyvana in game number 1. And they're going to do the same here as well. Soraka and Trundle. Trundle is one of the champions that was actually banned out by LoL Lane against Taipei Assassin. So I'm going to just throw down there the Taipei Assassin's obviously a very strong Trundle player. And there is Twisted Fate, something that we always love to see with these Chinese teams, and we are going to get to see him here in game number 3. Twisted Fate locked in with Graves, and the last time we saw Twisted Fate was last week on Tuesday, so a week ago today. That was when World Elite took on Fnatic, and we saw Messiah playing the Twisted Fate of his life. Maybe not the best of his life, but certainly a very, very strong one.
It's only fun if they run.
Taipei Assassins are putting in. Of course, Urgot was very, very strong for Taipei Assassins in game number 1. Baby would play. Urgot down in the bottom lane was 7-0-7 at one point. Morgana locked in as well. So going for their AP carry, not last. Obviously, Twisted Fate is already in there, so they can pretty much count that one in. Gangplank as well. Now, let's think back. IG played Shyvana in the last game up in the top lane, not in the jungle. So it could possibly be Shyvana in the jungle, Gangplank in the jungle, Alistair coming in there as well, which you'd expect will be the support Alistair. Gangplank. Okay, so Nunu was the final pick there, switching out just in the last seconds. So line up for IG: Shyvana, Twisted Fate, Graves, Gangplank, Nunu. Taipei Assassin, Soraka, Trundle, Urgot, Morgana.
Shut down.
So let's think. We've got bottom lane, we've got the mid, we've got the jungle. I'm assuming at least they're playing jungle.
I smell their stench.
An interesting thing just happened in the studio. Check this out, guys. The lights just went out. Nocturne is here. What the hell? I'm assuming that the stream's still, the stream's still running. I can see it there on Twitch. But yeah, we're like in the dark. Something's broken. Luckily, the stream seems to be functioning. And then Lulu was the last one, so can't actually see what I'm writing anymore. I don't know why that happened. But yeah, this is the camera overview that I use in the breaks. This is the current camera overview. I'm not sure if you can see me yet.
I smell their stench.
So yeah, hopefully someone's gonna figure out why everything in our room is actually broken.
Destroyed a turret.
Also in Carney's little room off to the side as well. So we're gonna have a bit of a studio invasion coming along here shortly, I think. People try it. Yeah, that's the dark studio, I guess.
A summoner has disconnected.
A little bit light just from the.
A summoner has disconnected. An ally has been slain.
But the game, as you can see, the guys actually left change rules. I've talked about this before. In other tournaments, you have rules which say but it seems like this time it doesn't actually make a difference anyway. I'm not used to commentating in the dark. I feel like someone's locked me in here and forced me to work That's maybe from Sven earlier on when I told him I wanted a pay rise. He turned my lights off to you know, save some money for my pay rise later on, or something like that. But yeah, Carney's here to try and. Here we go. We've got a light. So this is ESL TV technology at its finest. Mobile phone light. Scary stuff here in the studio. But thanks, Carney, for bringing us a little bit of light when we need it. So yeah, basically what I'm going to do now is leave the game here on your screen. I'm going to stick a little bit of... I was going to say no one said anything about it in chat. But chat just exploded. There was the lag that I was talking about a little bit ago. But the last pick was Lulu, if you didn't already get it. So the picks that we've got so far, if I can actually see my piece of paper here, it's that dark. 4 Taipei Assassins, we're going to have Soraka. What? Was it Lulu? Now I'm just wondering, because they've locked in Soraka Urgot. Trundle was there, Morgana was there, plus Lulu. Well, they're going to go through the picks and bans again.
It's time to hunt.
So Lulu top by the looks of things. If they really can pick Lulu. I got kind of put off.
It's only fun if they run.
By the darkness. Obviously, people who here in the ESL TV office are wanting to
An ally has been slain.
It's time.
Pick Lulu by mistake, Blackout Joe's TV studio.
A summoner has
hope no one ever notices. Yeah, indeed, the Taipei Assassins have come in and hacked their way into my lighting panel. Yeah, the bands don't matter, guys. They are weird bands, of course. And we are going to have Lulu. So, the question is, who's going where for Taipei Assassins? It's looking like Lulu, Flash Ignite, Morgana Flash Ignite. I'm going to have a look in just a second once the super technical man's here now. He's going to try and fix my lights.
I smell
I'm scared when he
that
presses the
stench.
buttons that everything goes off, but the stream's still running, which is always a good thing. So, apologies guys if you hear talking in the background. That's people just trying to shed some light on the situation, so to speak. This is what happens, you know, when, I don't know if you saw on Twitter, myself and Carney and Kubi, we got pushed into this little room as our new office that's basically a building site, and this is what happens. This is payback. We brought some technical issues your way, now you've all got to fix them while we sit in our little crappy room as an office. So, yeah, interested. So, let's have a look at Lulu. Now we've got the delay started. Shining lights in my eyes, not cool. So, here we go then. Lulu. Life steal on the quints. Attack speed on the reds, armor on the yellows, and magic resist on the blues. So, that tells me this Lulu is going to be going top. Let's have a look at her mastery. 2127. So, a couple of points in the armor. So, +4 armor. That's going to make that much of a difference. So, we'll
A
see.
summoner has reconnected.
7 points over there. But other than that,
Your turret has been destroyed.
pretty spread out in
smell
terms
that
of Lulu's masteries this time.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
And just a quick update on the skins as well, because I know a few of you are still asking in chat what's going to happen there. If you follow me on Twitter @Joe_Miller, then
Your team has
send me your
destroyed an
predictions.
inhibitor. An enemy has been slain.
Light again. The lights are working. Or at least one of them. Now you can just stop messing around. You can go down into the cellar when they blow again, Carney. Actually, yeah, I was going to say, have they broken? No, they haven't, so that's all good. But yeah, really interesting game coming our way. This is the third and final one of the game. Of the day. See, I'm totally confused now. I've been totally put off by everything that's going on all over the place.
Has destroyed.
there's no more troubles here inside. All works out perfectly. Tune in for Game of the 9 PM European time tonight. We will have a rerun. Say Joe Trundle was banned. No,
I hunger.
he was banned in the last game, not in this one. Toy's best champ is Morgana, apparently, so could be a cool one. But I feel a little bit damage-wise. Do Taipei Assassins have what it needs? I mean, Urgot, yeah, sure, he's strong, he's tanky, he's a little bit of a monster, and he's been a terror in the lane the last time we saw that Nocturne in lane for Taipei Assassins. But with Lulu in there, who else? Lulu with Trundle, with Soraka, obviously. Do they have the damage when it comes towards a late game situation? I'm not sure they do, but either way, we're going to kick this one off. Let's give you a rundown of the teams. For IG, we have Xiao Xiao on Nunu, Tsitai on Twisted Fate, PDD on Gangplank, Illusion on Shyvana, and Duck on Graves. And for Taipei Assassins, we have Toys on Morgana, Bibi on Urgot. God damn it. I hate that it does that. That's the spectator delay. Sorry, nothing, guys, I can obviously do about that. But we did at least catch the back end of this invasion with Bibi trying to take down PDD. Didn't quite work out. Did they steal anything away? Yes, they did. Look at this. They stole that red buff. So red buff was stolen by Trundle. And, yeah. Again, sorry guys, it's, that's turned out how it was. We had that issue in the last 2 games as well, where the spectator delay seemed to be some kind of unsynced, and it jumped a minute into the game already. But we are seeing Shyvana invading. Actually, Shyvana has double buff, so they went straight down for that red buff on the opposition side once they realized that their red was stolen away. Gangplank's coming down to bottom. So got a mental setup. This early game is so crazy. Soraka's roaming, Trundle's up at top. Down at bottom we've got Gangplank, who's currently level 1, who I can only assume was meant to be up at that top lane, but you know, they've switched it around. They've gone for that full switcheroo style. Now that they realized that Lulu was coming in up into this top lane, they've said, well, you know what, guys, the normal bottom lane, AD carrying support, we're going to switch around. We're going to put onto this top lane, and we're going to send Gangplank down into the bottom lane. So really switching things up there. The question is, will Gangplank have enough stability, especially in this early game, to be able to play against an Urgot and Soraka combo? In middle here, we can see Tsitai doing his best to land this combo. Actually, the Start Finding plus Tormented Soil lands onto Tsitai. Again, we're seeing Shyvana move up into that jungle pillar. The name Pillar of Filth, right? That's the one. Yeah, Pillar of Filth. I knew that quite well. Going down. Got a very aggressive kind of anti-meta, anti-current meta. That's the new thing I'm just going to pull out there. It's you know, a different setup to what we're used to seeing, switching this top and bottom lane around. We'll see how good Lulu's going to be able to respond playing 1 versus 2 up on that top side, especially with Nunu there. You know, it's one of those supports that, whilst offering the utility, for example, of Blood Boil, you can throw out those Ice Blasts as well and cause you some real problems. Trundle coming in behind Twisted Fate. Let's see what he's got. And there goes the Pillar of Filth, and they are going to try and get in there. Oh, and the Dark Binding actually missing. Tsitai is going to come back around, actually uses the blue card. Going to try and finish off Toys, who did have his black shield up there. And that's going to save him from any kind of embarrassing moments. And, you know, one thing that works in IG's favor now, of course, they don't quite have the control on the Dragon. They've only got 1 man down in this bottom lane, which is why, you know, the meta dictates that you have that support and AD carry lane at the bottom, is because you have the control then of Dragon. Okay, they don't have that so much in this game, but what they do have is Nunu and Shyvana, who can continuously harass this top side of the jungle, can continuously take away this red buff. But this should be a real interesting fight, as we are going to see them moving there onto Lulu up at top. They actually ignited him, and Lulu's like, trollolol, you're not going to kill me, sunshine. Now PDD facing a little bit of trouble down at bottom, and he's going to be drinking pots like Gragas drinks his grog. And they are now going to move in. They are going to dive straight in onto PDD. Can they finish off? Pillar of Filth goes down. The heels coming in onto Lil Balls. He flashes away, and that will be enough to see us move up to 3-0. So the Taipei Assassins so far are winning out better in this game than their opponents. IG, obviously, with that lane switching going on, IG thought we can counter this Lulu versus Gangplank top lane by switching our AD carry support to the top. It's just not worked out in their favor. Sit tight. Let's have a look at the CS right at the start. Sit tight, 42-40 Morgana. So very even in that middle lane. Top lane is what might become a bit of a problem for Lulu. 30-29. So actually Lulu's holding her own really well. Obviously they force her onto a turret a lot of times. PvP on Gangplank just dove at that bottom turret and going down. 28 CS to 46 of Urgot. So that's where we see a big difference. Is Urgot's going to get lots of farm early on. Once we see Twisted Fate get himself up to level 6, we could see more interesting things happen, especially in this top side of the jungle. If they get, you know, the Nunu in there, the Shyvana in there, they'll be able to then teleport up with Twisted Fate. Also, Gangplank has teleport as well, just in case. So they can move around the map pretty quickly with the setup that they've got currently. But you have to say that I feel they're going to lose out in this bottom lane with PDD taking constant damage. Here comes the teleport in from Twisted Fate. Mistake. Is he out of position? Will he be able to escape? And I think that was a bad ulti there from Twisted Fate. He's come in, left that middle lane for Morgana to auto farm. And Mistake was just, quite frankly, too far away from the position. Trundle was there almost in position to come back in as well. And Lulu so far up at top. Let's have a look at what she's gone with. So 3 points so far in Glitter Dance, which, you know, is the slow. The mega slow, I think we can call it. And we are seeing TPA, or Taipei Assassins, take down Dragon. And that's what I talked about. Okay, you can switch this top lane, but he's got to win out. They've got to dominate this top lane now, because they are losing out bottom lane. They're going to lose that control, the map control that it offers there over towards the Dragon side. But it looks like we are going to be seeing a dive. They know that they have to kill this Lulu up at top. And there goes the first hit. Gangplank ulti will come down to help as well. And surely Lulu is dead. Yes, Lulu is dead. Oh, but Nunu has died as well. But it should be worth it. Where did the kill go? It went over towards Shyvana. And now we are seeing Taipei Assassins come in for the counter push. Shyvana is fairly low. Smoke screen going to go down. Immunity with that spell shield. And there goes the dart binding. Didn't connect. And the whole time, we are seeing Urgot harass Gangplank down on that bottom side. He's going to take a tower hit here and there, but this bottom lane is going to be won by Taipei Assassins. No question about that whatsoever. He could even get killed. One more Q. He's going to get the kill. Bibi manages to chase down PDD, and that is another kill on this bottom lane. And you have to feel that, you know, would it have been better in the long run? Would it have been better in the long run if they'd have just stuck to it and had Gangplank against Lulu in this top lane? He may have lost that one out, but, you know, losing your top lane, for me, is not as important as losing your bottom lane, because you lose bottom lane, you lose Dragon, you lose control of quite a lot of stuff. So, you know, it's just pretty not good. Pretty not good. That's a new phrase that I'm going to throw out there. You see Lulu scooting away, going full AD is this Lulu. Obviously Berserker Greaves, Cloth Armor, Double Doran's Blade built up as of now. Taipei Assassins looking good for game number 2 of the day. Obviously there's still a long way to go in this one. But we are going to be seeing, by the looks of things, a dive again onto Lulu up at top. This time though, Soraka is here. They can leave Urgot fairly loosely alone. Down in this bottom lane. We can see there Soraka came in just to get that ward in position. Twisted Fate is going to work his way across as well. They're not going to get a kill from this. They just don't have the damage. And there's another pretty much worthless Twisted Fate ultimate going out. And they survive in this top lane. Again, they're trying so desperately hard to try and keep Lulu out of lane, keep her away from farm. Meanwhile, down on bottom, surprise, surprise, Bibi is harassing onto Gangplank. And you can see the confidence that Lulu has here. pushing out the whole time. Duck actually could fall foul of this one. Xiao Xiao trying to stop things. Gangplank ulti is going to go down. Ulti used as well by Graves, and surely Lulu's going to go down. She uses her ulti as well. And look at that, Nunu's so low. And we are going to see Graves take down Lulu, but Soraka comes in. Starcall will get the kill for it. And I thought it was going to be one of those slow motion bananas that you can feel the pain coming from a mile away because the missile speed is so very, very low. And, well, Lulu, despite going down, put up a good fight there. I feel that the targeting between them was a little bit uncoordinated. We saw that, you know, Graves is half HP and Lulu died. Nunu died, which tells me that they weren't focusing properly. Down at this bottom side, we are going to see them push down once again. Let's have a look at the CS in bottom lane, because that's an important one as well. 54 for Gangplank to 104 of Urgot, which you would expect the way this game's gone. The fact that Gangplank has died a couple of times, he's picked up 2 assists for, you know, for putting his ulti down, which is, let's be honest, where most Gangplanks get their assists from anyway. Plus, you know, the odd Q here and there. But still, Taipei Assassins must be feeling confident in this one. The kills again have gone for Urgot, and this time they are going to start to move in. Nunu's caught out of position. Pillar of Filth is going to be all kinds of dirty this time, and there is the kill on Nunu. And he's just out of position. Sorry, guy, I just wanted to put a ward in the bush. Why you have to kill me like that? But yeah, that's how it's going to go when you do that. We can see Lulu's picked up Doran's Blade number 3. And they are possibly not going to go for a dive. I thought Trundle was still in that bush, but I'd not taken notice that he'd actually backed away. And here is Lulu going on the offensive against Graves. And just showing that, you know, people talk about Soraka and how she needs to be changed because she's so annoying, for example, in middle lane. But Lulu is proving to be a real terror up at top. Damn pixies. And the CS up in this top lane, I just wanted to finally get around 64 to 86. So Graves, unsurprisingly really, has the CS advantage.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
I'm happy that at least one of you picked up on my awesome pun about the Pillar of Filth being all kinds of dirty. Trollolol. And Lulu, obviously, as you'd expect in a 2v1 lane, is slightly higher in terms of experience. Frozen Heart built there for Urgot, which makes him more annoying, more tanky. Already got his Brutalizer done. Still on level 1 boots, though. And
minions have spawned.
Morgana, not sure why. I think they're going to go and get ready for Dragon. Dragon must be due here shortly. Here we go. Shyvana's coming top lane. It's going to be another attempt to dive. This time Stanley says, screw this, I am off. Oh, and look at that for a decision from Stanley. He put the slowdown straight onto Twisted Fate. He's going to be ignited and anything. Oh, but he gets stunned up there. The card drawn. But look how many people. He took 4 of them. Swiftly. 4 men from IG. And I can't move my mouth fast enough to emphasize how ridiculous it is that 4 people are needed to kill Lulu on this top lane. The fact is, she almost got away from it as well. That slow put down onto Twisted Fate was great. I've missed the kill on bottom, which means 1 more K9 Nasa skin for you guys. But 4 people it needs to kill Lulu up at top. That is just the definition of overpowered, isn't it? It truly is at this level of the game. There comes Toys, a little bit too late. Soraka, I'm not sure if you've ever tried to destroy a building with bananas, guys, but it doesn't work that well.
In harmony.
Soraka is going to back away from this one. There is... Ooh, Toys coming in there. Saw that... Oh, didn't actually see that Nunu was there. It was just a feeling thing that she stuck down that Tormented Soil. Dark Binding flashes by. Doesn't quite land. But Taipei Assassins are going to be going and taking down the Dragon again. So let's take a look at the overall picture of this game. Actually, turret advantage does lie with IG, a team which you've just seen lose to Najin, EM Fire. And if they lose this one, will almost certainly be out of the tournament. Taipei Assassins are 1-0 after thrashing LOL Ladies earlier in the day. And now Lil Balls needs to be a little bit careful. He's got Bibi there for support, but they are going to try and push in there. Nice Gangplank ulti is going to slow them right down. Actually, ulti used there from Graves hardly did anything, hardly scratched them. And now they just back away. And again, a 4 versus 2, where Taipei Assassins have basically said you can't do enough damage to chase us for a kill. And when they turned around, IG started to run away from them. Look at this Lulu, with the help of her little pixie friend, is going to push a bit of damage onto this top turret. By the time the minions are down, they will be able to have a quick draw away from the Dark Binding there. Was on top of the Tormented Soil as well. But surely this middle turret is finished. Yep, does go down. Lulu is still there, chipping away on this top turret. And he's not going to have enough there. Will he tank it? No, of course he's not going to tank it. But look how quickly he's wiping through these wave of minions.
In harmony.
Super effective. Lulu backs away. CS there up in that top lane. 101 to 107, so Lulu's brought it right back.
The storm approaches.
Crucially, this middle turret has been taken down. So vision of the map severely hindered now for IG. Means they need to be careful. PDD, after losing his bottom turret, is now resorted to taking away
Upon the wing.
raids here and there from the jungle, which means in the end of it, a little bit less farm for Shyvana. And if we look across the map at the scores, at the levels, we can see that Taipei Assassins have a massive advantage. Ulti going to go off here by Morgana. It's going to catch onto Nunu. Tormented Soil, Dark Binding, finished off. Even a banana was in there just to help the cause. And it's now a 3 versus 3. Lil Balls maybe fancying his chances as they move in. PDD does step out. The E has landed onto Gangplank. He manages to dodge away from that Dark Binding. The heal comes out, but is he going to have enough to get away from this one? He's stuck his ulti down to slow the Taipei Assassins push out. Toys needs to be careful. He's gone fairly low in that. Did land the Dark Binding plus the Soil as well. And you can see that Taipei Assassins, they're playing with confidence here. They're playing full of confidence. And that surely can only mean bad things. Let's have a look at the last buys as Taipei Assassins go back. Morgana, Abyssal Scepter. Lulu, Wit's End picked up. Trundle picking up that Spirit Visage.
As you wish.
Mistake, just head away.
In harmony.
Lulu's going to go back into this top lane. There's not much left on this top turret, you know. There's no one in immediate vicinity to defend that one, and we know how fast Lulu's pushing through, especially now that she's built up that Wit's End as well.
Has been slain.
Extra attack speed of 40%.
Swiftly.
I'm not completely retarded. 40%, I was right. And that turret is going to go down. So Lulu, 115 to 120 CS, 232. So more kills on the board than the Graves. Has taken down his turret. We've got Toys now with a double buff on as well. Abyssal Scepter was the first core item. And look at this down at the bottom. We are going to see surely a dead PDD. Actually was switched away there, but we are going to see them pushing in. Morgana actually is doing the damage over at this side. Takes out Nunu. Gangplank's decided, screw it, I'm not running that way. But he's going to be locked on and surely finished off. And there we go. And Bibi is unstoppable. And they maybe even get in there for Duck and Illusion. No, not quite. Pillar of Filth. Attempting to block them. And actually stop the rest of the team coming through as fast as they would have wished. And look at this for a duel up top. Twisted Fate versus Lulu. Twisted Fate is low, but he's got that stun card pulled. And Lulu can steam away from that one. Second middle turret now is going to come under fire.
Has been slain.
Be able to drop it below half HP.
An enemy has been slain.
One thing that's for me really bad as well for IG is the fact that Nunu, who's now 063, has been caught far too many times. I'd say 4 times without knowing exactly, and you know, being a super memory guy. I think about 4 times he's been caught. Gangplank's been caught out at least twice by Urgot as well as dove on that bottom turret, and everything that just could have gone wrong has pretty much gone wrong for him. But they've been caught a little bit too much for my liking. There's Lulu taking away more jungle, and she's surely got a load of cash. Yeah, 1,600 gold sitting with Lulu right now. So we'll see what she goes for. And it's going to be a Malady. Super effective. Here we go. Duck now getting caught with a couple of Qs from Urgot. And I just feel it's a matter of time in this one. I mean, we can see Taipei Assassins starting to get their wards around this Baron area. One there, it's pretty standard stuff. One on the blue bush as well.
An enemy has been slain.
And whilst forcing down this middle turret, if they take this first middle turret, I can imagine that they turn straight away and go for it. They're actually going to dive in here onto PDD. No, they decide against it. Did get caught there with the dark binding of Morgana, who's going to spell shield up, try and get through. And actually, this is a risky play from Morgana. I was going to say, flashed into the mix of them. Took the hit from the turret. You can see that Urgot is tanking up because Urgot is one of those tanky champions that can literally just tank the turret and take it down. And there is that turret. And as I mentioned, as they take that down, will they turn around and get them straight over for Baron? Actually, this could be bad news for Twisted Fate. We are going to see Lulu pushing him down. He's forced to use a flash, and he will be finished off. And there is a duel which Twisted Fate cannot win in this game. Turgot, yeah, I know, awesome name. Forever known as Turgot from now. Lots of pings coming in. Lulu and Nunu in one game.
Swiftly.
Almost as bad as Lol Ladies having Cherry. And guess what? Nunu is caught out once again. Free kill for Toys, who is now on a rampage at 403. Urgot is 603. Trundle 007, king of assists so far this game. And there's another dark binding landing onto PDD. They know that it's probably a little bit too healthy for them to go in for, but that could turn very quickly. Lil Ball's actually tanking the turret up there. They've got minions, so they don't need to do that. And as they take it down to below half HP, this game is Taipei Assassins all over. I can't see them losing this one. It's just like, oh, Lulu's just like, whatever. I can 1v1 the AP carry in mid. What are you gonna do? What's anyone gonna do? I mean, Nunu 073 gifting a win almost. Obviously, had a tough time of it up at that top. They were trying the whole time to gank, dive that turret where Lulu was. Didn't really work out right. They've taken it down 3 times, but since that, Lulu's been just like farm. It's my turn. I need farm. Wits End, Malady finished. Blue buff going over here onto Bibi, and look at these wards. If there wasn't a time to do if there was a time to do Baron, it is now. Look at those wards. Perfect 5 wards. 1 here, and I'd say that they're pretty much guaranteed without any problems, or at least, you know, got the vision if someone comes in. Morgana has picked up the Zona's Hourglass. Morgana picked up the Zona's Hourglass. I've been talking to myself now for a little while, guys, so I'm sure you can excuse the random fail English that comes out. Even being an Englishman, apparently my English is still struggling to stay up there. Oh, Twisted Fate, you cannot do that when there's an Urgot there. Ridiculous, and look how big Urgot is with that Lulu ulti. I want to see a Cho'Gath fully fed up with Lulu ulti. Here we go. Baron is going to be started off by Taipei Assassins. IG. Probably, I'm not sure if they even know, you know, because of these wards. And as I said, look at that. Joe the prediction monster. I said just one more ward there perfectly and they'll go for it. And what did they do? They went for it. But here we go. Morgana going to stop them coming in there. And Dark Binding is going to land onto Illusion. Knows that he's not got the damage to actually finish off a Shyvana. But Baron is on. Urgot's running down middle. They are going to absolutely run through these minions and possibly even look for an engage. Xiao on Nunu. Trundle's, for me, a little bit far away from his team.
An ally has been slain.
To get caught. Here we see actually no minions in there. It's been tanked up right now. Well, as the minions come in, Urgot going to go out of range. They are going to get that in. There goes the Dark Binding, and it's going to land in onto Twisted Fate. It procs in. Kill. Nunu's going to do his ulti, which does about as much damage as nothing. And there's someone trying to teleport in there.
With ease.
Who was it? I totally missed it. either way. Oh, it's Gangplank, right? He cancelled it. Yeah, Gangplank wanted to teleport in and decided, well, it's probably not the best idea to teleport in onto a minion who's right in the middle of everyone. So wisely, Gangplank cancelled that teleport. And here goes another switch, and that's the thing you've got to be careful of with Urgot. Flashes away through that pillar of filth, and they're drawing tower hits now as well. But to be honest, Taipei Assassins should be able to finish this one off within this single push here. Gangplank's just gone down, which I totally missed completely.
Rampage.
Matters too much. Twisted Fate and Nunu trying to push around, and they're going to turn around onto Twisted Fate. He is nuked down instantly. Nunu is not even worth killing him. He's not even worth any gold right now. You actually give him gold, I think, if you kill him. That's how many times he's been caught out. 0-8-3. And Nunu's going to die on the fountain. He's going to die on the fountain. No, he's not going to die on the fountain. But who cares? This Nexus is going down. Good games, well played, says Taipei Assassins. Nothing from IG in terms of GG's, and it will be finished off, and Taipei Assassins go 2 for 0 here in the Go for LOL Pro Asia tournament in Group B after taking down LOL Ladies earlier on today. And I say taking down, I mean destroying LOL Ladies. To be quite honest with you, they've destroyed IG there as well, haven't they? That was not a close game whatsoever. IG just having all kinds of problems with that Lulu pick coming in onto top. They switched their AD carry up into the top lane to try and deal with Lulu. That meant that Gangplank was alone down at bottom. Gangplank got absolutely spanked by Urgot 0-6-2. Just for your information, Gangplank ended. Twisted Fate ending 0-5-1. Nunu going one better than them both, 0-8-3. Shyvana's like, guys, why are you dying so much? 2-0-0. Graves didn't die either, 1-0-2. But to give the credit where it's due, over with Taipei Assassins, Lil Balls on Trundle, 1-0-8, perfect. Bibi on Urgot, 8-0-5. Toys on Morgana, 4-0-7. Stanley on Lulu, 4-3-6. And yeah, he's died 3 times, but that's because they ganked him with 4 people and dove him on the turret with 4 people, and he almost got away with it. So yeah, Lulu too strong, too OP at the moment maybe. And mistake on Soraka. Perfect support, maybe a little bit too perfect, getting 2 kills in there as well. But Taipei Assassins looking like they could be the overpowered team in Group A. In Group B, sorry, I'm going to quickly scoot over and find the groups. Where have you gone? There you are. When it decides it wants to go full screen, I'm going to bring them up. I will link them momentarily in the Twitch chat as well. So Group A, obviously already done and finished last Tuesday, Thursday. Cross Gaming from Hong Kong coming top of that one, with World Elite scraping through in second. Fnatic knocked out of the tournament, as along with Dream. Group B currently stands like this. Taipei Assassins are number 1. Obviously, that's not updated, so that's what I'm telling you. Taipei Assassins currently number 1 in the group, followed by Najin, EM Fire. IG then will be in third. No, I guess they'll be in 4th since they lost 2 points today. And LOL Ladies sitting in 3rd position. So I'm going to try and find the exact order of the games for Thursday. Will be exact same place and time here on ESL, starting 12 PM Central European Summer Time. So make sure you follow the Twitch channel, follow me on Twitter. You always get an update as to when I'm actually starting there as well. And now I want to find the matches, so let's try and navigate through the site and find the ones that I want. There we go. So next week, first game is going to be LOL Ladies versus Najin EM Fire. That could be a very tough game for LOL Ladies. Then we'll move on to IG versus LOL Ladies. And then the final game, which could be the decider as to who wins the group and gets the highest seed in the playoffs, Najin versus Taipei Assassins. So some great games to come your way on Thursday. Gonna try and get myself a co-mod for that one. Someone who can come in here and talk to me, preferably a pro player, since Demon is actually workaholic and all that kind of stuff. But the other groups, people are asking what are the other groups. Yeah, so Group C, which will be, no, Group B is today and Thursday. Next week, Tuesday, Thursday, will be Group C, and that will be eHome, AG Fox, CLG, and ZF from China. So 3 Chinese plus CLG. So I know a lot of you guys will be wanting to know when that one comes up. But again, thanks a lot for watching, guys. A real pleasure to bring you some